Vladimir Putin has issued a warning to Japan from Russia's Pacific Fleet, accusing Tokyo of a growing military buildup, while insisting that Moscow itself poses no threat to its neighbor. Putin made the remarks as he observed the final stage of Russia's major Pacific Fleet exercises, spanning the Sea of Japan, Sea of Okhotsk, and northwestern Pacific. Putin says Japan has taken an increasingly hostile position toward Russia. He points to Tokyo's latest military doctrine, saying Japan has identified Russia as a major threat. He also criticizes Japan for imposing sanctions on Moscow over the Ukraine conflict and says Tokyo's military shift is not something Russia provoked.
We see that, unfortunately, changes in the position. I emphasize unprovoked by anything on our part. Therefore, the commander's proposals on the development of the Pacific Fleet, proposals on improving its capabilities and potential, will be supported.
Putin then delivered his most direct message to Tokyo. He says Russia has no territorial claims against Japan and does not threaten the country, but argues that it is Japan that maintains territorial claims against Russia over the Kuril Islands.
We do not threaten Japan. We have absolutely no claims against it. On the contrary, Japan has territorial claims against our country, meaning the problem of the Kuril Islands.
But Russia's Pacific Fleet commander offered an even sharper assessment of Japan's military direction. Admiral Victor Lina accused Japan's political leadership of pursuing what he called open militarization. He pointed to Japan's defense spending plans, debate over its constitutional restrictions on the military, and discussions surrounding the country's long-standing non-nuclear principles.
The worsening situation in the fleet's operational zone is also confirmed by the increasingly aggressive actions of Japan's military political leadership. Thus, on July 4th, a white paper was issued that set the course of the military political leadership toward open militarization. Russia is identified as one of Japan's threats. It also states an increase in military spending to 2%.
The Russian commander also highlighted debate in Japan over Article 9 of the Constitution, which limits the country's use of military force, and criticism of its post-war 3 non-nuclear principles. For Moscow, these developments are part of a broader regional shift. Putin says NATO is expanding into the Asia-Pacific, new military blocs are emerging, and new weapon systems are being deployed or planned. And those developments are unfolding directly around Russia's Pacific territory. The geography makes the warning particularly significant. Russia's Pacific Fleet exercises have been conducted across the Sea of Japan, the Sea of Okhotsk, and the northwestern Pacific, with the Kuril Islands and Sakhalin sitting at the center of this strategic space. Japan lies immediately beyond that maritime zone. So while Putin says Russia has absolutely no claims against Japan and remains open to cooperation, Moscow is simultaneously strengthening the Pacific Fleet and openly questioning Japan's military trajectory. The message from Russia is clear. Moscow says it does not want a confrontation with Japan, but it is preparing for a far more militarized Pacific.